UK today. Give it up for Neil Evans! Fantastic. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, hailing from Bucharest, Romania, he is Mr. Vampire Radu Bulat.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Rycroft Leisure Centre in Wakefield for another awesome event from the British Wrestling Federation. My name is Stevie Wizard, here to call all of the action for you, ably assisted, hopefully, by Simon G Money.
Thank you very much, Wizard. This isn't my first time here at the BWF. It's a pleasure to be back, especially when we have Mr. Vampire here to entertain us. Just look at this man.
He is a dangerous, dangerous competitor and he's making his BWF debut. As you heard our ring announcer Matt Maxwell say, he's from Bucharest, Romania. Mr. Vampire he is called, and that's nothing to do with the series of martial arts films starring Lam Ching Ying. He is a dangerous man. You saw the red tongue, and you know, I can only speculate what's caused that blood red colouring. In fact, I don't think I want to know. But he is, as you say, top flight competitor, debuted around 10 years ago, has wrestled all over the UK, and he's as dangerous as they come. Although he will have his hands full in this opening contest, I am sure that Radu Bulat, carrying his own kendo stick, he's clearly come to fight.
And introducing his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, get your cameras out. Please welcome Tommy Rocker!
But another man that's no stranger to the Yorkshire wrestling scene. You got a man who has wrestled all over the UK in his own right. Tommy Rocker. A man that's built to fight. So, kendo stick or not, I think Radu Bulat is going to have a fight on his hands right here in Wakefield.
Well, certainly Rocker, the more popular of the two, very familiar with the BWF audience, as he's apparently nicking somebody's packed lunch. But still, they all love this man. Such great shape as well. He's got the familiarity of the fan. Getting a sneaky pint. That should be post-match, not pre-match, but I guess if it helps him in his contest.
Did he forget to pack a lunch today?
Well, I don't think he's eaten by the looks of things. Mind you, looking at the physique on the man, he probably does need to eat quite a lot and constantly to keep that physique up. But yes, he knows this area, he knows the company, he knows the fans. As you say, another Yorkshire stalwart. BWF, of course, based in Yorkshire, formed back in the February of 2024. And going strong ever since, and just going around making sure some kid not having that. He's paid for that bottle and he's keeping it.
Don't entertain him. Come on. Make him buy his own drink.
I hope that was just water.
Well, it was certainly sparkling.
Yeah, Tommy Rocker going around high-fiving everybody who wants one. And Radu Bulat just staying in the ring, just waiting for him. It's not often he's out in such bright daylight, but he's made an exception, it seems like. And for all this is Bulat's debut here in the BWF, if Rocker's, you know, not prepared for him, as if he's underestimating him, I think he could have his hands full.
Well, as we said, this is his debut here at BWF, but these two have crossed paths before in the Yorkshire scene. They are slightly familiar with each other. I wouldn't mess with our referee this evening. A very long tenured referee. Works for many a different promotion up and down the country. He's not going to take any of the mind games that Radu Bulat brings to the table tonight.
Bulat seems very reluctant to get rid of that kendo stick. I suppose it's a small mercy that he's not brought it covered in barbed wire, which he has done before elsewhere. And he's not letting go of that, is he? It's like he's glued onto his hand.
He's Mr. Vampire. That's made of wood. That might be the most dangerous thing in the ring for him.
Well, if Tommy Rocker was clever enough, he would have made sure there was some garlic on those sandwiches that he ate earlier on. Might help him with Bulat.
That's a good point. Somebody check the ingredients of those crisps.
And the bell rings, and we are off and running for the first contest here this evening for the British Wrestling Federation. It's going to be a packed event. We've got some great matches lined up for you.
That's right, we do have championships on the line tonight as these two lock up right in the middle of the ring.
And it's a stalemate. Oh, no. Hang on, Rocker. Getting the advantage and backing Bulat in the corner. But we get a clean break. The sort of thing we'd expect from Tommy Rocker, I would have said.
That's right, a very respectful competitor is Tommy Rocker. I find that sometimes that's to his detriment. Having too much respect for your opponent can sometimes put you on the back foot, especially when they're willing to do something that you're not.
Well, you never know. This is Bulat's first time in the BWF. We'll see what he brings to the table, whether he plays by the rules or not. Rocker backing him up again.
I'm starting to question whether there's garlic on his hands right now, because look at how he was flinching there.
You might be right. Hopefully I don't get close enough to find out. Bulat just arguing with somebody in the crowd, it seems like. He doesn't want to lose focus. Again, this is his BWF debut, so it's testament to him that the company thinks of him to bring him in. But think of the pressure on his shoulders. He doesn't want to come in and lose on his first night. And conversely for Tommy Rocker, he doesn't want to lose to somebody who's not a regular.
Well, you're absolutely right. The pressure on your shoulders coming in is always that you want to prove that you hang with the best in the company. And for those who are put against a new guy, a new face, a new toy, so to speak, you got to prove that they're not better than you. I think this is why we're having quite the slow start here.
Getting a pose down. I mean, Rocker's well put together, as you can see. And Bulat's no slouch either physically. Just showing off his guns, but Rocker, slightly more popular response there.
I think his elbow pads were just covering them, that's all it was. Look at that definition.
Well, the crowd don't seem to like it. He's well put together though.
I think they're just being biased.
Well, again, this is Radu Bulat's first time in the BWF. Perhaps they're just unfamiliar with him. They won't be by the time this match is over, I am sure.
Right now, he's got that wrist control. Going slowly, he's taking his time here, really trying to make him feel every second of that wrist lock.
Wow, do you see the ease in that fireman's carry? For Tommy Rocker, it was like shrugging off, you know, like a towel off your shoulders.
Well, the ring awareness, though, of Radu Bulat, getting his foot, just his toes, the tip of his toes, to break the plane of the ring.
Well, that's all he needs. Again, he's been around for a while. He's learned from some of the best.
This is the problem that you have with some of the youngsters in the industry these days. They think that they've got to reach out, they've got to grab the rope. That's not true. You don't have to expend that much energy. You can just get a pinky finger under and make the break. And it looks like that experience and that knowledge is serving Radu Bulat well here.
He gets that side headlock on, takes Rocker off his feet. Perhaps a good move when you're as well put together as Rocker, when you're as strong as he is. Perhaps having that opponent down is a good way to negate some of that strength and power.
Absolutely. You can see the size of Tommy Rocker's legs. Like, if you could take him onto his back, you take away some of his power.
Couldn't keep him down for too long, but Bulat with the momentum. Just run through him with that shoulder tackle.
Putting himself back together now. Looks that clothesline, but it's an arm drag that takes him out.
Caught him slightly unawares, and again, Rocker can definitely go. If you're looking at him for perhaps the first time, you're thinking, he's just a muscle man, a meathead. He's not that, although he does have a lot of power. God, and he's shown it off there.
If this man had blood in his body, it'd all be rushing to his head right now.
And down he goes. And straight for a cover, 1, 2. Oh, but only a 2 off the back of that delayed vertical suplex. He held him up for ages and seemingly with ease.
It looks like Rocker thought that might have been it. He looks quite disappointed that it wasn't.
I think for a lesser competitor it would have been. He sends him across the ropes and he picks him up. Oh, right to the eyes. Wish we can see that stalling suplex again.
Well, cuts him off right there. The throat right across the ropes. And as you said, we're going to take another look at this. Stalling suplex with ease.
Held him up for so long, then dropped him down, and then Bulat couldn't out-wrestle him, so goes to the eyes, and then snapping his neck on the top rope. I think Radu has basically decided that playing by the rules isn't getting him where he needs to be. He drops the elbow. Nearly in the throat as well.
Absolutely. Tommy Rocker may have the brawn, but it seems that Radu Bulat has the brains in this match. And like I said earlier on, having too much respect for your opponent can cost you, because Radu Bulat was not afraid to go underhanded to get the advantage.
No, that's what he needed to do. He chokes him on that rope. And the thing that Tommy Rocker needs to remember is, of course, Radu Bulat, Mr. Vampire, of course, from Romania. Romania is the location of Transylvania, the home of the fictitious Count Dracula. And while Count Dracula isn't real, Radu Bulat definitely is. And Tommy Rocker needs to remember that as he reverses with that suplex. He's had some good success with these suplexes so far.
I think Radu might have been trying to give him a taste of his own medicine there, but the power of Tommy Rocker was just too much to overcome. But nothing quite counts as a straight punch to the face, am I right?
Absolutely. Bulat's making those work. I would assume the referee has thoroughly checked those gloves. That he's not wanting to take off, you notice, either.
What are you trying to insinuate here, Wizard?
I mean, you know, anything could be in there. Hopefully it's just his hands, but you don't know.
We've already talked about the experience this man brings to the table. He doesn't need to cheat. Ignore the foot that was just across his throat.
Needing to cheat and wanting to cheat, two very different things. And Rocker flunked to the floor. And this will sound like a cliche, but there's no match there. It's a solid floor you're landing on. It's a nasty landing coming off that ring apron. Talk about a nasty landing. Bulat head first into the post. If you check out the BWF YouTube channel, as I'm sure you have done, you can see Tommy Rocker in a street fight match when the video's on there, so he's no stranger to fighting around the building and on that wooden floor. Oh, good move by Bulat. Snapping his neck in the top rope, cutting off the oxygen to his lungs. And something like Rocker needs that oxygen to keep going.
Well, if you can't breathe, you can't fight, Wizard.
That's exactly why Bulat done it. Oh, a sleeper hold. Continue the assault on the airwaves. And is Rocker fading?
It looks like he might be going to sleep, and the last place you want Mr. Vampire is anywhere near your neck.
Oh, and Rocker, the only count that he could use, drops down with the jawbreaker. And Bulat clutching at that jaw. Maybe he's chipped a fang. Forearm across the back.
Be a lot more difficult to sire somebody if you chip that fang.
And Bulat immediately, see, as soon as he was up, he went back to the eyes. Because knew it would be a bad landing, whatever happened.
The last place you want to be is on Tommy Rocker's shoulders.
Well, he is on his shoulders, trying to pin him at the back. But only getting a 2.
Okay, let me rephrase. The last place you want to be is on Tommy Rocker's shoulders when he's standing up.
Bulat just taking the moment, perhaps thinking to himself what to do next. How can I keep this man down? And what he can do is try and gouge an eye out.
I mean, when he's not trying to rake it out, you can see the look in Tommy Rocker's eyes. He's really struggling here.
Yeah, I wonder if he maybe didn't expect Bulat to bring the fight to him quite in the way that he has.
And back into that sleeper hold. He knows what he's going for. He's going to try and put the man to sleep. He's going to get rid of the airflow.
Yeah, Bulat's got a strategy. He wants to put him out. And he sinks down. Didn't do that last time. Referee checking his hand. If this falls for a third time, the match will be stopped.
It's all up. No.
Oh, but no. Tommy Rocker getting a second win, possibly third. But he's definitely got this crowd behind him.
Yeah, but having support doesn't equal winning a match. Oh,
Ran through him with that clothesline.
right to the heart with that elbow.
Ducked under. And Tommy Rocker, he's striking well with these suplexes. Just T-boned him over, but he's slow to crawl over for the follow-up. 1, 2. Bulat getting a shoulder up. If Rocker had maybe been able to cover a little quicker, maybe a different story.
Well, if he'd been able to cover a little quicker and maybe put some pressure on Radu Bulat's shoulders there, that might have been over. But, well, he didn't do it.
Bulat trying to break that grip. It's a strong grip as well. He's got Rocker up, but he slips out.
For that German suplex, we've seen him use that before.
Yeah, and Bulat knew it.
We've seen it today.
Yeah, now he feels it. Great move by Rocker. But the problem is Bulat moves away from him. So Rocker's having to slowly crawl across the ring to try and get the cover, drapes an arm across. But not enough coverage. If he could have got his whole body on him, you never know, but it was not to be. But he draped the arm, and Radu Bulat able to kick out.
I think it's that difficulty breathing that's really slowing him down right now.
Yeah.
Not just the punishment he's taken, but the fact that he's nearly been put to sleep twice now. I don't know whether it's wise with the lack of oxygen to try and go for another big power move, and it wasn't.
Nope. So what Bulat was looking for earlier on, got him across the shoulders, but Rocker out yet again. Oh, now he's got him up.
Oh!
Third time lucky perhaps, he strikes. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and Tommy Rocker. But even Bulat thought that was it. You can see the look in his face. He can't believe he kicked out. He'd been looking for that move a couple of times, finally got it. And now, is he going for the sharpshooter? He's put countless people away with this. And Rocker doing his best to fight it.
Oh, he's got the hold of it.
Oh, wait! He's folded up. 1, 2. Oh, it's perilously close. Held him down.
Spinebuster!
And he drove him down. 1, 2, 3. And that's all that was needed. Like a stake through the heart, the Spinebuster put down Mr. Vampire. And Tommy Rocker gets the win, but he earned that one, Simon. Ring announcer Matt Maxwell just making the announcement. Tommy Rocker wins the contest. He struggled in places. Radu Bulat brought the fight to him and looked very impressive in his BWF debut. Hopefully we see Radu Bulat back in the BWF more often.
It's now time for a title match. And the following contest is for the British Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the British Heavyweight Champion, Mikey Andrews.
So our BWF event continues. with a championship contest, as you've just heard, the British Championship on the line, and Mikey Andrews about to make his way to the ring. The question is, who is he defending against? Because I know that Aiden Sparks threw a challenge out there and Andrews said no, so obviously he's here.
Well, it looks like he's going for a microphone here. It looks like he's going to tell us what's on his mind.
Yeah. Andrews has been the British champion since August of last year. But let's hear what he's got to say. Well, no nonsense here from Mikey Andrews, making his thoughts very clear.
Well, I've always called Aiden Sparks a whiner, and it's not surprising that he whined to management, especially to somebody who doesn't like Mikey Andrews. Mr. Lee, of course, famously dislikes Mikey Andrews.
As I said, Andrews initially refused, but apparently it's happening. And this crowd, very happy. They all love fiery Aiden Sparks, who's a man not to be underestimated. Plenty of ability. Of course, he's held championship gold elsewhere than the BWF, so he knows what he's doing. And this crowd firmly behind him.
The last time he was here in Rycroft, he was part of a TLC match where he actually picked up championship gold. So this venue is quite lucky for fiery Aiden Sparks. But last time he wasn't against the landlord. Now he's got a bigger mountain to climb and no weapons to help him.
No, that's true. There is no tables, there will be no ladders or chairs involved in this contest. But he does have the crowd firmly behind him, which may well help spur him on, but of course having the audience cheering you doesn't necessarily guarantee you a win. I'm admiring Aiden Sparks' jacket. Where do you find something with those tassels, Simon?
Well, you've got to get those things custom made, so He's probably had a chat with somebody that I know who makes all of my premium gear. Hey, you don't get clothes like mine without spending a pretty penny, and it looks like that jacket cost him a pretty penny.
Yes, I've seen the clothes that you wear, Simon, and you're right, you're not going to buy them in the shops.
The height of fashion, Wizard, the height of fashion.
Referee holding that championship belt aloft. The British Championship. Of course, Mikey Andrews, the only British champion in the BWF history. We all know he was the former heavyweight champion, got stripped to the title, and management, due to the fact that he wasn't actually beaten for the belt, decided we'll make you the British champion instead. And they inaugurated that title, and he's the only one that's held it.
Well, he's certainly held it for quite some time, and right now we're going to find out whether anybody has the cojones to take him out and take that championship off him. I know Mr. Lee's angling for it, and I can't blame him.
I'm sure there's a whole load of competitors lined up to have a shot at the British Championship, but instead it's Aiden Sparks who gets the crack at it here at this BWF event. This will be no easy task.
I'm not going to lie, it's really hard to know who to root for here, because I don't like either of these guys. You've got Mikey Andrews with his insolence, and you've got fiery Aiden Sparks, who quite frankly to me is just annoying. I don't know whether I want either of them to win. I don't know why Mr. Lee doesn't just come out and take the championship for himself.
Well, this crowd, you know, they seem to like both people. There's nothing wrong with seeing two popular wrestlers going against each other. It's going to be interesting to see how this match bears out. I'd argue that maybe Aiden Sparks appears to be the more popular of the two, but only by marginally.
He may be the more popular of the two, but he also seems to be the one the most obsessed with trying to keep that the same way. Like, Mikey Andrews, for all his faults, he is more focused in on what's happening in the ring, while Aiden Sparks keeps turning his back to try and rally the audience.
Well, it's made Sparks successful, so overcome a lot of challenges both in the ring and his real life as well, and having that audience behind him has been one of the reasons for that. So it's little wonder that's what he's doing. Mikey Andrews perhaps more used to going his own way, perhaps, doing things by himself. So he rams a knee right between the shoulder blades of Sparks. Applies that chin lock. Mikey Andrews, so well put together. Spends clearly a lot of time in the gym, does a bit of bodybuilding as you can see. In fact, he's so muscled even his jeans have started splitting.
As somebody who knows how to keep a top-notch physique, I know how much time this man must spend in the gym. But it's not saving him right now from the fiery one, who muscles it up himself.
Slams and covers, 1, 2. Andrews gets that shoulder up. Mentioned earlier on about the champion's advantage, which is that Sparks needs to beat him. He does not need... Oh, it's Sparks! He's going for the Sparks out. If he can hit that, it's all over.
Instead, that's the big belly-to-belly suplex.
Oh, slammed him down, 1, 2. But fiery Aiden fires up, as you might say, gets that shoulder off the canvas. Yeah, the champion's advantage. Andrews has to be the one that gets pinned or submitted. He does not have to do that to Sparks. If this match goes to a draw, let's say, he'll retain the title.
That's true, and of course, if he gets sick of his moaning and his whining and complaining, he could just hit him with a chair and walk away with the championship that way.
Well, yeah, it won't change hands on a counter or a DQ. Something I'm sure Sparks knows very well, so he'll be prepared for that.
Here we go. It looks like controlling the arm and driving the knee right into the elbow there. The second time. I'll certainly negate that hammerlock DDT to Sparks out.
Yeah, weight cover again, 1, 2. And Sparks trying to create a bit of distance there. Still fighting constantly, even though he's on his back, he's kicking away and knocks Andrews down.
Looks like that one rattled him a little bit there.
He may have hit his head on the canvas as he went over.
But here's the problem. Aidan Sparks is not quite as experienced as Mikey Andrews, and it looks like he's struggling to formulate a game plan as to what to do next. He's got him right where he needs him, but he can't think of what to do.
Well, he knows what to do. It's a pinfall attempt. But Andrews grabbed the rope, you see. Maybe Sparks should have pulled him away from the rope, but of course, it's easy to say with hindsight, isn't it?
Always easier to say with hindsight, but here's the thing. He's smart. He's going to the outside. He's going to regroup.
Yeah, he breaks the momentum so Sparks can't follow up. And Andrews just catches a breather. That 10 count on the floor is really the only timeout that you get in wrestling. And Sparks not going after him. Just in case maybe Andrews is going to hope that he'll come after him, maybe throw him at the post or something, but waits. And Sparks.
Oh, that's smart. That's clever.
Yeah, broke the count there. And you know, Sparks was allowing him to come back in. Didn't rush after him, being sportsmanlike. And oh wait, Sparks has had enough now. Now he's going after him.
But here we go. We got Andrews on top, dropping the elbow there. He suckered him in, he baited him in. And now he's dictating the pace and bringing the aggression.
But Sparks, after that pair of elbow drops, still able to kick out.
I'm still worried about Mikey Andrews from earlier on. It may have rattled his head when he hit the canvas being kicked off by Aidan Sparks. He's a little bit slower than he'd normally be.
Yeah, Sparks a couple of those kidney shots. Irish whip gets reversed. Ducks under the clothesline. And oh, Andrews avoided that one. He was taking his head off otherwise. And a German suplex, but he keeps hold. And a second one.
Is he going to get the third?
He's still got hold of him. Got the power of Mikey Andrews. 3 German suplexes. This could do it.
All he has to do is get the cover and it's over.
1, 2. Oh no.
There really wasn't much behind that kick out, but let's have a look at that again. Just look at the power of Mikey Andrews here.
Those German suplexes, I mean, he's such a powerfully built man. I mean, he's a bodybuilder, and you can see it.
As we come back to the action, it looks like Mikey Andrews is on top here, but reverse. Big drop kick takes him into the corner.
He launched him in with that drop kick. He hit hard. And Sparks, see this crowd coming alive, lands the clothesline. Andrews had nowhere to go. He was propped up against those turnbuckle pads. And up top goes fiery Aidan Sparks, just getting his footing. And a cross body, and nearly got his knees right in his face. He have knocked him out cold.
Well, that was a kick out with that was a kick out with attitude there.
Oh,
if you noticed
yeah.
earlier in the match, he's kind of rolled his shoulder, he's conserving the energy, but that one was defiant.
He's probably annoyed at the fact he nearly got a knee in the face of that crossbody. Perhaps intentional, perhaps accidental.
Look for that Sparks out again.
Yeah, if he hits the Sparks out. No. Andrews breaking it.
Muscles him up. Oh, he's hooked in that torture rack.
He's quite got it fully applied, but maybe he's applied it enough. He's wrenching him at a weird angle.
Hang on. Is that...
Oh, he's out! He went out!
I think that was a verbal submission.
Yeah, you could be right.
I certainly didn't see a tap, but Neil Ayrton wasn't... He called for the bell.
Yeah, you're right, it was a submission. Couldn't quite see from where he was being held up there. But being wrenched in a really weird angle around the midsection. Lower back, ribs, abs. And Mikey Andrews retains the title. I think he caught Sparks unaware with that move. He wasn't expecting a submission applied. And the British champion retains that belt. But Sparks offering his hand, saying the better man won. Andrews having none of it.
Well, listen, I don't always agree with Mikey Andrews, but I agree with this. No need to show respect to the man you've just beaten. Just head to the back, head to the showers, call it a day.
Yes, just find a way across his shoulders, and he did find a way to beat Aiden Sparks and retain the title. He's heading back to the ring.
Where's he going?
Sparks still offering the handshake if he wants it. Andrews just patrolling ringside. I thought he was going to leave. I mean, he's won the match, he's retained the title, remains British champion.
Has he just stood with his hand out the whole time?
Well, Sparks, he likes sportsmanship and fair play. Nothing wrong with that.
I think it's naive of him. Don't do it. Oh, this is disgusting.
This is nice to see. Two men had a relatively sporting contest, the better man won. And we get respect from both parties. Can't argue with that.
I thought he was right the first time and just walking away from him. Well, there goes whatever little respect I did just give him. Right back out the window.
Mikey Andrews walks away still your British champion with the defeat of Aiden Sparks.
Before we start the next match, I've just been informed that there was somebody here who would like to say a few words. Please give a warm welcome to the General Manager of British Wrestling Federation, Mr. Lee!
Oh my goodness, we are in for a treat. We finally get to see the brains behind the British Wrestling Federation. From one brilliant mind to another, it's great to welcome Mr. Lee.
It's nice to see ring announcer Matt Maxwell asking for the impossible, which is to get a warm welcome for your general manager, Mr. Lee. If you've seen the BWF before, you will know this person, you will have heard this person. He's fired him, apparently. Don't know who's going to do the rest of the show.
That's right, you tell him. You're the boss.
Well, I guess we're going to have to listen to Mr. Lee, are we?
Well, breaking news. It looks like Kid Rothrock isn't going to be challenging for the championship, but for the right to be the #1 contender.
Yeah, no Axel Justice.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match will close the first half of today's show. And it's scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, hailing from Sheffield, the Steel City Grizzly, Jason Jacobs.
So before we get into this next contest, an actual scheduled contest, let's touch on what Mr. Lee has just said. There's no Axel Justice, he's unable to be here today, so instead our main event is going to be for the #1 contendership to the Heavyweight Championship. Kid Rothrock against Lance Flashman, and it's going to be no holds barred, anything goes. Talk about card subject to change.
Well, I think this is card subject to change in a beneficial kind of way. What a match we've got. Mr. Touchdown is going to be here in Rycroft. But right now, this is a big man in his own right. The Steel City Grizzly, Jason Jacobs, is out here. I cannot wait to see him put his opponent through the mat tonight.
He is a huge man. Look at that bear skin. I'm going to presume that he skinned the damn thing himself with his bare hands, no pun intended. He is a huge beast. He's been around for the better part of a decade, I believe, and he's tipping the scales at a good 300 plus pounds. Wrestling all over the UK, this man is as dangerous as they come.
Hailing from Malta, the Gold Collector, KT Gold.
And I'd just like to point out, even though he's been around for a decade, he's still on top of his game, still in training, still looking to improve his skill set. This man is no slouch, but neither is his opponent. Somebody very familiar with this area, and somebody that this area is very familiar with. This is the Gold Collector, the young KT Gold.
Indeed, the Golden Boy, a regular with the BWF. You know him and you love him. And you can see on his face, he sees the enormity of this task, and I mean that both literally and figuratively. And the young Malton, that's what you call people from Malta, isn't it? Maltons? Debuted way back in 2022, so he's lacking experience. He's also lacking a lot of size. But I mean, he's way faster. We've seen him before in the BWF. He's going to have to use his speed and his agility, of which he has in abundance. Because I kind of feel that if Jason Jacobs gets hold of him, is able to grab him with those massive paws of his, this match could be short.
This match could be shorter than KT Gold is in comparison to the Steel City Grizzly if he gets his hands on him.
Everybody is short compared to the Steel City Grizzly. He makes the ring look tiny just by standing in it.
Well, I'm going to say it now, the apprehension on KT Gold's face is well earned. I wouldn't want to be standing across the ring from this man.
Certainly not. He is a sight to behold. A beard, long hair. I mean, look at his legs. He's not even shaved them. This is a monster, quite literally. Ah, there we go. KT Gold doing what he needs to, and that's using that agility.
Well, that head scissors taking him into the corner there. I think you're right. He's using that speed straight from the offing here.
That's one of the things that KT Gold is best at, is being quick, being agile, using that agility. So he needs to keep doing it because he can't match muscle and power with Jason Jacobs in any capacity. So he needs to keep charging at him, striking him, being able to create distance and moving.
Drop kick right to the knee.
Yeah, took him down, pinpoint with that drop kick.
Just a straight kick into the jaw there. That's rocked the big man. This might be a short match, but it's not going in the same direction I thought it was going to.
No. Gold's had Jacob's number from the start.
Oh dear.
Yeah, KT Gold perhaps got a bit ahead of himself, came to a grinding halt, courtesy of Jason Jacobs in that body slam, and just walks over him. Blimey, Katie Gould's going to have a footprint on his chest now.
That's the kind of disrespect I love to see. Going back the other way as well. Like when you cross the street, forget what you went for and go right back again. Only this time, you're punishing somebody in the process.
Jacobs looking to slow the pace down, take a moment to engage with this audience. Not in a particularly nice way either.
That's a good point. What are you going to do?
Well, let's be honest, it'll be absolutely nothing. But see, arguing with this crowd, took his eyes off the ball. Oh, trying to move him out of the corner and can't. Reversal. Gold ricocheted out that corner.
He's never ever going to outpower the big man.
Down he goes. And you notice, firstly, Katie Gold kicks out. Secondly, Jason Jacobs pulled his hand away from under the ropes. We mentioned this earlier on with breaking the plane, and Jacobs knew it.
That's right. All it takes is one pinky finger, and it only takes one push to send Katie Gold out into trouble on the outside.
Yeah, and he's hit that wooden floor again. Because we're in a sports hall, as you can see, so it's a solid floor, and it's kind of slidey as well, so sometimes it's not that easy to catch your footing.
Did you hear the impact of his arm just clubbing across Katie Gold's back?
Yes. Jacobs blaming everybody at ringside. Come see the BWF live, and you might end up with Katie Gold landing in your lap, courtesy of Jason Jacobs. Almost literally. Oh! Blimey, those members of DX are looking rough in their old age. Katie Gold struggling to catch his breath here. Jacobs. You saw, look now, I mentioned the floor. Gold nearly slipped. He was able to do the reversal. Jacobs nearly landing in the crowd. Nobody wants that.
Well, the positive side is nobody can ask for a refund because there wouldn't be much of them left.
There wouldn't be. I'll have to scrape them off the chair. Referee being very lenient with the count.
Well, would you want to tell this guy what to do?
I think I'd stay as far away from Jason Jacobs as possible if it was up to me.
Neil Ayrton's had quite a long career as a referee. I don't think he wants to end it at the hands of Jason Jacobs.
Yeah, sometimes as a referee you just need to let the match go. Let the wrestlers do what they need to. And getting involved between them is not a good move, but that jawbreaker was, and so is the drop kick.
Straight to the chest of the big man there.
Says a lot for Katie Gold, the punishment he has absorbed, and he's continuing to throw that big boot, and I don't even want to know what size that is, but it's well up in the double figures, I am sure. Just knocked him down.
I don't know, but I think it might be imprinted onto the forehead of Katie Gold.
It's already imprinted across his chest from earlier.
Well, if we want to find out, we'll ask him after the match. He can read it.
Katie Gold's going to look like one of those dance mats when you put the footprints on so you know where to go.
A leg extension there of the big man.
Yeah, agility by Jason Jacobs.
And a fisherman buster.
Takes him down, 1, 2. Gold kicked out. This is probably the only man that could actually do that to a fishing boat. He's that big. And Katie Gold, though, still kicked out. And he calls himself the Gold Collector. Certainly, bruises aren't gold. He's going to be collecting plenty of them by the end of this match. He's got a lot of heart, a lot of determination, and we've seen him in some exciting contests in the British Wrestling Federation and beyond. So he's got, he's got a lot in the tank, a lot of reserves, can keep going, a lot of stamina. And he recovers from all these attacks pretty quickly, and he keeps going.
Oh, slipping underneath.
I do this is the wisest move, not for a man that size.
He needs more momentum than that. You're not going to get him down with your arms alone, KT.
Oh! And I wonder, Simon, maybe he was baiting him in. Maybe that's what he wanted, figuring that he would go for the sit-down splashes. That low-angle running body press netted him a 1. But Jacobs is slow to get back to his feet, very slow. Maybe Gold should have kept him down. Maybe some inexperience showing who can say clothesline not budging him.
And he's going in for the third. It's still not enough. You're not going to knock the big man down with just a forearm.
Yeah, power moves won't work on this man. Not from Katie Gold.
Oh. Wow!
My goodness! How on earth did he manage that? Used the momentum for the German suplex and steps up in the Enziguri.
Was that it?
1, 2.
Incredible show of strength from KT Gold. Let's take a look at that one more time.
Yeah, here we go. Look at this. Sends him off the ropes, and the momentum as he ricochets back, he gets him, gets low. Has to do for the German suplex, and then kicks him right in the head. Gold obviously is prepared for this as best he can for a monster who drives him down.
That might be the end of the rally right there.
Yeah, that's going to be it.
No?
No, not yet. Katie Gold kicking out.
What a display of heart from this young man.
Absolutely. Katie Gold has not backed down. Other wrestlers may well have thrown the towel in, metaphorically speaking. He didn't. He's kept going, done everything he can to keep fighting back. He wanted to try and beat the Steel City Grizzly.
Well, I think it might have been a silly idea. I'd have stayed down, because if he gets hit by this, it's over for the career. Looks like he's scampered out of that. Oh, right behind the back of the head.
That's multiple kicks he's taken.
We've had to see an upset.
Yeah, there's multiple kicks he's taken as Jason Jacobs. And, oh my goodness! The power of Katie Gold with a body slam. 1, 2.
Where's he finding this strength?
It's not often that Jacobs gets slammed, I am sure. It's interesting because Gold is one of the weaker metals, but Katie Gold proven that he's got a lot of strength, but he missed the moonsault. Great agility, but no water in the pool.
Good Lord!
Wow, you want to talk about agility?
Well, I feel like that was a statement move. You want to bounce around the ring? Well, I'll bounce too. And now I'm about to bounce you off the mat.
You're about to bounce him through it.
And straight through the middle of the ring.
That is the nastiest landing. And there was no way Katie Gold was getting up after that one. The Steel City Grizzly came, saw and conquered. But Katie Gold gave him a fight, Simon. He properly took it to him. Let's take a look back. Yeah. Missed the moonsault. And then the package pile driver was all he needed. Absolutely all he needed. And there's the remnants of Gentle Ben being flung over his shoulder, dragging it backstage. What an emphatic win for the Steel City Grizzly, Jason Jacobs. Okay.
It's scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, the Bruiser Barbie, Scarlett.
It's time for a change of pace here at the BWF in Wakefield. We've seen some amazing contests. The ring has just about survived from the previous match with Jason Jacobs and Katie Gold after Gold had been driven through it. May not survive this one though. Here comes the Bruiser Barbie Scarlett. We're about to see two women, two of the most in-demand women wrestling all over the country, and they're here in the BWF to redefine what women's wrestling looks like. And out first is the Bruiser Barbie Scarlett.
Now, of course, Scarlett, no stranger to this place before. She made history last year by being in the first ever women's match and BWF. And now she's back again to increase her winning streak.
Yeah, she's going to be facing somebody that she's faced a bunch of times before outside of the BWF. So this rivalry has now arrived here in the British Wrestling Federation. But, you know, a different company, different set of circumstances. We'll see what happens. Their prior matches between each other may not have an effect on this one. And Scarlett does not appear to be happy to be in front of this fantastic BWF audience. And here comes her opponent, who gets a much more positive reaction. She hasn't even come through the door yet, but already this crowd are clapping and the anticipation has risen as we're about to get the arrival of the fiery vixen Summer Rain. Again, somebody who knows Scarlett of old. She's wrestled in a whole bunch of places all over the UK, as has Scarlett as well. So again, no strangers to each other, but anything can happen on any given day. It's so cliche, but only needs 3 seconds to end the match. And one of these ladies will surely be looking to get that win in as quick a time as possible and establish her dominance here in the BWF.
Well, of course, it's the Fiery Vixen is the hometown advantage here, local to the West Yorkshire area and familiar with this audience, but she's not the one with the winning streak here in BWF. In fact, this is her first time in front of this promotion's cameras.
You're certainly right. Summer Rain making her BWF debut, and that's a thing that can really make a difference.
I'm not wrestling Ginger. Ginger is so I'll get it up. You need to disappear like this on the line, yeah? Take yourself out.
Well, Scarlett offering her the chance to leave, doesn't want to face somebody with her hair colour. Don't know which side, but Scarlett clearly trying to out-psych her opponent before the match has even started. But the point I was going to make, Simon, I'm sure you will attest to this, all wrestling rings are different. They feel different, they move different, buildings are different, ambiances are different. So when you're unfamiliar with something, as Summer Rain will be with the BWF, that can have a bit of a psychological effect. Scarlett knows this ring, she knows the people, she knows this building. Arguably, everything's kind of in her favour, you would think, on paper.
Absolutely, she's got the advantage there of knowing the feel of the ring, getting to know the size of the ring, how tight those ropes are. All of that information is already in Scarlett's head. The Fiery Vixen, Summer Rain, has the audience on her side. She's at least got that atmospheric advantage, which can play mind games of their own with Scarlett.
And she backs Scarlett into the corner. Scarlett, of course, Bruiser Barbie. Don't remember what scene she was in the film with Margot Robbie, but I imagine she was in there somewhere. Certainly being in the BWF, and she was more of an accolade than that.
Dragging her from one side of the ring to the next.
Yeah, he locked up with her and just dragged her in the corner, and Rain was just waiting for her. Again, these two have been half fought before, so there's a familiarity. So they're going to ideally need to do something that the other hasn't seen, if at all possible.
The arm wringer on that.
Oh, Rain with a couple of kicks to the chest. He's trying to knock some air out of those lungs. And down she went. Oh, hang on, I'm getting a cover now.
Well, I wasn't expecting Summer Rain to get the advantages early on in the match.
Well, Summer Rain's come in. She's not the one that's been yelling hysterically at the audience and at the referee. She's quietly gone about her business. Wow! Vertical suplex into Scarlett there.
The shorter of the two competitors using a lower centre of gravity there to gain the momentum, but that's the strength that Scarlett has, and she's repaying in kind. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, so they say.
Indeed.
Seems she's taking exception to the hair colour of Summer Rain. I can't blame her. Who likes a ginger?
Well, she's not entirely ginger. She's half ginger, half black.
Now she's half ginger, that's enough.
I mean, for all I know, the ginger side is the one that she's dyed. And she's actually jet black in real life, who can say? Hang on, 1, 2.
Well, if you look at her legs, it looks like maybe black is the natural colour.
Got legs like Jason Jacobs, it looks like.
Do you think she goes to the same leg groomer as Jason Jacobs?
Could well be the case.
Ready, Summer? It's gonna be a big one.
Scarlett.
Oh, and just watting with her. Just
Scarlett held on the ropes, so Ray went in after her and just knocked down the clothesline.
really standing her ground there. Well, quickening the pace really behooves Summer Rain with that drop kick to the back. She's going for another cover. Yeah, statistically speaking here, Summer Rain is actually, if we were scoring points, she's gone for the most covers. She's the one who's had Scarlett on her back.
Yeah, she's absorbed everything that Scarlett's thrown at her and she has fired back against her. She's been very, I don't want to say clinical, but you can tell she takes a short arm clothesline. She's studying, she's watching, she's not making her mouth go. She doesn't necessarily play at the audience too often, but she knows what she wants to do and she executes those moves, and she's had the advantage for certainly the majority of this match, but Scarlett's cut her off just now. Trying to dislocate her elbow there.
And she's had to use the other arm to kick out there.
Just going to say it's the other shoulder that got up. And this will mean that every time Summer Rain grabs hold of Scarlett or tries to hold the ropes or picks them up, she's going to get a pain shooting through her arm. It's going to make it much harder to use some of her offensive weapons.
We might have seen her last suplex of the match.
Face first in the top turnbuckle pad.
Scarlett is now just dictating the pace. She said, right, okay, you've had your fun, it's my turn now, and you're not going to like it.
Hip attack with some velocity as well. And Rain, she may be unconscious. That's two of them, presumably one for each cheek. And Summer Rain might be flat out.
I think our referee ought to check on her there. She's not even responding.
No, she's barely moved. Oh, wow. Ran in and just kicked her in the ear. And Scarlett has thoroughly dominated this match in the past couple of minutes.
It.
1, 2. You talk about scoring on points, it's much more even now, and I'd argue it's maybe even slightly leaning towards the Bruiser Barbie.
Slightly. I think once she took her lights out in the corner, that's it. It's only a matter of time now.
I do wonder if Summer Rain can mount a comeback of any kind, because she's taking some ungodly punishment. Scarlett's got her trapped in the corner, just pummeling her. And Rain appears to be virtually unconscious.
She's got no fight left in her. I think it's over. She's just trying to hyperextend that elbow again. Oh,
She went into the turnbuckle pad. Summer Rain moved out the road. Was able just to get a couple of lungfuls of oxygen, clear her head just enough to move. But you can see she's not 100% the way she went down to a knee there.
well, she's brought that knee back up and put it straight into the face of the bruiser Barbie. I wouldn't be giving her too much space.
Yeah, Summer Rain needs to basically find moves that she can do to wear down Scarlett, but also conserve and regain energy at the same time. Not as easy as you would think. These fists, not the cleanest punches, but she's taking a lot of damage. And,
Oh no.
oh, this could end it.
Oh!
Oh, well, this will be
Big
it.
power bomb.
Yeah, it's all over now. And it is. There's no way Summer Rain can come back from that. Let's take a look at it again. She's raining those fists down, but there's less and less behind them with each blow. And then the bruiser Barbie drives her down with authority. And all the fight went straight out of Summer Rain. And Scarlett continues her winning ways here in the BWF. Oh, wait a minute, there's no need for that. This match is over, Simon.
Hey, if you were just punched in the head 10 times, you'd want to give her another kicking as well. Can't say I blame her for that one.
Scarlett won the match. She did not need to attack her after the contest.
Take it and I'll meet you in the ring next.
And Scarlett is now 2-0 here in the BWF. How long can this continue?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your main event. And it's to determine the #1 contender to Axel Justice BWF Heavyweight Championship. And it's a no-holds-barred match, meaning that the only way to win is via pinfall or submission. Introducing first, hailing from the 1980s, weighing in at 14 stone, your obsession, Kid Rockrock!
Well, I couldn't have put this better myself. It is indeed the main event. It is indeed a no-holds-bar match. It is indeed for the #1 contendership to Axel Justice's championship, the British Wrestling Federation title. And your obsession, Kid Rothrock, the first man out. And I've got to be fair, I've got to slightly feel for him, because he was supposed to be getting a shot at that title, and through no fault of his own, there's no Axel Justice, there's no title match, so now he's got to go through a #1 contenders match to get the shot that he was already going to be getting.
And if I was in his position, I would be throwing furniture around the room. Because at the end of the day, he earned this championship opportunity, and now it's just been ripped away from him. But if you'll remember, Mr. Lee himself did say he hopes that this man wins. Not a fan of the man's opponent. And I mean, if you're gonna be on the side of one competitor in this match, it's got to be the man who's everybody's obsession. The man from the 1980s.
Yeah, as he likes to say, made in the 80s, loved by the ladies, Kid Rothrock. And if you want to know an interesting fact, Simon, perhaps maybe you know this, maybe you don't, but Kid Rothrock likes to keep a tally of what matches he's had, and this is his genuinely 469th match.
Standing at a towering 6'3", weighing 270 pounds, Mr. Touchdown, Lance Flashman!
And for his 469th match, he's going to beat this man.
Kid Rothrock will have his hands full as he takes on Mr. Touchdown. Yes, the gridiron gladiator, Mr. USA, the Thunder Warrior, wrestling's last action hero. Call him what you will, Lance Flashman has been gifted a potentially huge opportunity He's going up against Rothrock, two people no strangers to each other. They have fought countless times outside of the BWF. If Flashman, who wasn't even supposed to be on this event initially, if he comes in and gets the win in this no-holds-barred match, he then gets a crack at the title. Obviously he's got to go through Kid Rothrock first to do that, but this is huge for him.
This is an absolute opportunity, and wow, those shoulder pads are drowning that child. Somebody getting some armbands.
He's going to struggle with the weight of those. He's a big man, he's a powerful man. This is the American Lance Flashman. Rothrock no small man himself by any means. Like I say, they fought before, but I don't know if the stakes have been quite as high. And let me just reiterate, Simon, this is no holds barred. This means there'll be no countouts if they go to the floor. There'll be no disqualifications. They can use whatever weaponry they can get their hands on. Anything goes. It's just going to be a pin or a submission to get the win. And the first one to do that gets himself a title opportunity, no doubt, at the next BWF event.
Well, I'm just going to question the logic here of Lance Flashman taking off his protective equipment before entering a match where weapons are legal. I'd have left that on.
I think he'd be perfectly entitled to using the helmet, the shoulder pads. But, you know, that's the kind of person Lance Flashman is. He's a fairly clean-cut, straight-ahead, play-by-the-rules type of guy. So, you know, he's going to do it properly. He's come to fight. He's a bundle of energy. You can see him bouncing around in the back of the screen. He's ready to go.
Well, he's bouncing around like a child with an energy drink in his hand. You've got Kid Rothrock here, who's quite happy to slow down, take his time, and not rush into anything. He's also not quite as clean-cut, let's be honest here. He's going to be willing to go to depths, and I think Lance Flashman might be too much of a goody two-shoes to go to.
Well, anything goes, so I guess when there's no holds barred, nothing is really cheating as such. You can tell who this crowd like. There's Lance Flashman, square jaw, buzz cut hair. I mean, he's the stereotype of a jock, isn't he?
Oh!
And Kid Rothrock getting launched across the ring there.
Well, that was just completely disrespectful. How dare he do that to the Retro Man?
Oh, headlock clamped. I think we could get a submission right away.
With arms the size of Lance Flashman's, that's absolutely possible. Now she's using that size to bulldoze over Kid Rothrock.
Blocks the hip toss. He's a big man to be taken down with that. 6'3". And there's the hip toss.
Oh, stop grinning at the audience. Keep on him. This is not a man that you want to be taking your eyes off of.
Rothrock off the ropes and rolls across, avoiding the trip there. But he doesn't realise that Flashman's up. What was it he said about grinning at the audience? Rothrock there took too long speaking to the crowd and got taken down. A vertical
Using
suplex.
that powerful base. Looks like now Lance Flashman, and I just want to call attention here to that sequence we just saw. Lance Flashman went down and got back to his feet incredibly quickly. That's a lot of agility for somebody of his size.
Oh yeah, he's an agile man. I mean, he's not Mr. Touchdown. I mean, the American football players have to be very, very quick. They're powerful, of course, but they have to be fast, and they have to be fast in spurts, because they'll go from standing to accelerated very, very quickly. And that's a thing that Lance Flashman can do.
Certainly the quarterback of any tag team he may be a part of.
Rothrock slow to get up. It's the ropes that are holding him up.
Oh!
Well, what can you say to that?
Touchdown!
He certainly split the uprights there.
Landed hard on the wood there.
Rothrock, what's he? Oh, he's got his brush. Well, wants to stay looking good, I suppose.
So I told you, he's not afraid to dictate the pace, but that's just cost him.
Lance
I
Flashman.
think Lance Flashman's had enough.
Flashman is much more about easier hair care.
Well, yeah, he's got rid of half of it. Look at that.
Yeah, he just takes some seconds to brush his hair in the morning.
Oh. Well, hang on, that says no entry. Where are you going?
That's where the wrestlers have been coming from. And oh, right. Mr. Lee, the general manager, is there now. Hang on, surely he's not going to get involved. I mean, anything goes.
Well, it looks like they took a bathroom break.
Talking about taking a seat.
Oh no, that's not a toothbrush.
Well, it's no holds barred. Anything goes.
Watch out behind you.
And Lance Flashman making the most of that. Right at the table with Aiden Sparks and Radu Bulat about to be absorbed into a match they're not even part of.
Aiden Sparks doesn't want to sit too close to the vampire.
This keeps us going to be a 50% markdown on all merchandise at the next show.
Either that or they could sell it all off as side memorabilia for tonight. Triple the value.
Apparently it's a reclining chair.
Lance Flashman has been in control of this so far.
He absolutely has. Rothrock's been really on the back foot. And I think partly, Simon, this is because Kid Rothrock arrived today planning for a different opponent entirely. He was expecting Axel Justice. It was partway through the show that it was revealed that Lance Flashman was going to be involved in this no-holds-barred contest. I don't know, like Kid Rothrock, and I mean, I'm not the biggest fan, he's got a bit of a sour attitude. I don't know if he was clued in advance that the match had changed.
Hey, you put that down. That cost more than your entire protective gear. Oh, but you're absolutely right. He was preparing for Axel Justice, who, respectfully, is not quite as agile as Mr. Touchdown. Yeah. But that game plan's out the window. Good Lord, if he'd have thrown him any harder, Rothrock would have been out the window.
Just to counterpoint what we've been saying, though, when did Lance Flashman find out about this? I mean, was it before the show started? Was it during the show? Anything's possible. Perhaps he was just here to watch a BWF event and he got asked, hey, have you got your stuff with you? Do you want to be in a match? So maybe he's had a little time to prepare as well.
Well, the golden rule of any event is don't come without your gear.
Rothrock with the head
Always be prepared.
Nice, and you saw he just took a moment to jump into the air for added momentum. We can see here the agility of Rothrock as he flips over the ropes, falls over Lance Flashman, and jumps to add extra torque to that clothesline.
Well, he wasn't going to take it down with a regular clothesline. That jumping line was just what the doctor ordered. And now he's paying him back for that bog brush to the mouth from earlier.
Yeah, he really wants to probably rinse his mouth out at the earliest opportunity.
I'm not sure who's getting hurt more by that.
Yeah, Flashman's a solid man to be chopping.
Oh!
And Rothrock taking these big chops, and he wears gloves as well, does Lance Flashman.
I think Kid Rothrock will be thanking his lucky stars that he is. Oh! Big double chop taking him down right in the centre of the ring there. Rothrock still on the... Uh-oh.
Getting a three-point stance. And Rothrock knew it. As soon as he went down, he knew what was coming up and was able to counter. The bench before they're familiar with each other.
Big club right across the shoulder blades there. And now, referee can't... Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah.
The referee can't do anything. No holds barred. He's going to choke the big man out, much like Radu Bulat did earlier on. Tommy Rocker. Let's see if this has a better effect this time round.
See the crowd helping Lance Flashman up. You can see who they've taken to.
Now, where's Rothrock going?
Yeah, Rothrock not going on the attack. Instead goes under the ring and he's got a chair.
Oh, dear me. Well, he must have found out in enough time to put some furniture underneath the ring. Oh!
Across the back. And Lance Flashman, you can see the pain etched in his face.
Oh dear. It looks like it's going to be a ring post assisted concerto incoming.
Well, it's lucky for Flashman that he moved. Not so good for Rothrock, who's injured his fingers. That may make the rest of the match tricky for him. So it pertains to having to try and grab hold of Flashman for maybe a suplex or the like.
I wouldn't be trying any test of strength right now. Those fingers aren't going to work too well for that. Luckily, those chair shots did enough damage for him to maintain control for the moment.
That's Rothrock got in mind. Oh, he couldn't hold him! Down he goes one. Oh, but he immediately getting out of that one. As soon as he landed, he was on the move to try and get away from under Lance Flashman.
He had to use his whole body to kick out.
Yeah. Was unable to hold the slightly bigger man up. Not that much difference height-wise.
Oh no.
Oh, trying that suplex.
I don't think this is going to work, Rothrock.
He can't get him up. Flashman's blocking it, lowering his centre of gravity. And a reversal. And Rothrock hitting the corner, just trying to catch his breath.
Flashman's first to his feet there. But he is rocked. Oh!
Like a hurricane, no doubt, as he goes face first in the middle turnbuckle pad. And now being choked out. And you can see the way the turnbuckle pad and the rope has gone into his throat.
Somebody who normally makes noise, he couldn't say or do a thing. Oh! As his throat was across that turnbuckle pad.
Yeah. Rothrock.
Oh, and a neck snap there.
The roll neck snap took him down. Trying to find something that's going to put Lance Flashman down for the 1-2-3. Could be that short arm clothesline.
Looks like he's got him in position. You're not wrong. Long live Wakefield. Or not. That felt dirty to say.
And he lands the splash. Could this do it? One. Nope, Flashman. Just out in two.
Actually have a bad taste in my mouth after saying that.
I will say it is slightly bizarre, and it's also a testament to Lance Flashman that you've got a crowd in Wakefield chanting USA, but they want to support him, they will him on, go for it again. Went to the well once too often and got caught by those knees.
Oh no, 3 points, but straight into the feet of Kid Rothrock. This is why I don't like Wakefield. They turned on the UK.
Lansdale, but I don't think it's much turning on the UK, it's more they're supporting their favourite wrestler in this match. And out of,
what did I say earlier on? Even the people at Wakefield don't want to be in Wakefield.
I mean, if Rothrock was perhaps a little nicer and not so full of his own importance, perhaps they'd be cheering him. He lands that other elbow drop. Lance Flashman, you know, he's the one that the crowd likes, so they're going to cheer for the American. 1, 2. Oh, gets that shoulder up.
It's a defiant kick out.
It was. Lance Flashman will not be denied quite yet. There's a lot riding on this. Remember, #1 contendership. Axel Justice in the not too distant future. Covers 1, 2, and again Flashman kicking out.
You got to think that Axel Justice, even though he's not here, he's going to be watching this back. If he's managed to find a feed, he'll probably be watching it right now with great interest.
Yeah, failing that, he'll be on the British Wrestling Federation YouTube channel watching this and all the other videos that are up there. And if this is where you're watching it, then make sure you watch the rest of those videos as well. Some really good stuff. As Rothrock using that belt.
A belt that Lance Flashman brought to the ring, I might add.
And it's perfectly legal. And across the midsection as well.
Look at the pain etched on the face of Mr. Touchdown.
Yeah, Lance Flashman is in all sorts of pain, but he keeps fighting through it. He's always trying to get back to his feet at all times. Rothrock, though, slowly climbing the turnbuckles, belt in hand.
Well, hang on, you can't tell him what's going on. Audience can't help.
He's got the belt.
Uh-oh.
And Rothrock, bad landing. He took too long, and Flashman, the more powerful of the two. Oh, hold on. And now it's Rothrock that's tasting the leather. And he's balled it around his fist. What has he got in mind? Right in the midsection.
I've never seen a weight belt used quite like that before.
And the straps come down. And in pro wrestling, that means that Flashman has this match going right where he wants it. He drops
3-point stance.
Yep, the 3-point stance.
He's measuring him up.
And he comes.
Oh no!
Oh, and he caught the referee. Rothrock a step ahead, moved out the way. Flashman couldn't slow down in time. And the ref got squashed against the corner. And this crowd have come alive even more so than they have been with the chair by Rothrock. They're trying to alert Flashman to it. He heard he's disarmed his opponent. And down across the back.
Uh-oh. Oh, and he finally hits it.
But he hits a spear, but we've no official to make the count. This audience can chant as much as they want. They can count as high as possible.
It only counts if the referee sees it.
Yeah, your referee's out. Flashman's realised. And he's had to break up that pinfall. Or a pinfall attempt, I should say. An attempt to revive the official.
Rothrock's the back up. Oh! And he goes low.
And a roll up, not like this, surely, not like this. If you want to talk about close,
I thought that was over.
that would have ended it in any other match. A low blow, a roll up, but Flashman with enough heart, drive and determination kicks out.
Let's go for that crucifix pin.
Yeah, Rothrock trying to take him down. He's a big man. And he drops down on Rothrock. Leans back. And he does it!
That's it.
Lands Flashman, counters the crucifix, drops him down, and we've a brand new #1 contender.
This is a travesty. He wasn't even meant to be here tonight, and he's come in and stolen an opportunity from Kid Rothrock.
Well, Rothrock, let's take a look back at what happened here. He hit the low blow, he got the roll up, and this is about as close as it was possible to be because the referee's hand was millimetres off the canvas. Rothrock attempting the crucifix, but Flashman just held on and he drove him down. That was enough to knock enough air out of Rothrock's lungs. Couldn't kick out. And Lance Flashman, he's got both Actual Justice and the BWF Championship in his sights.
Hang on. That's not your hat, that's Rothrock's hat.
It's his hat now.
He's stolen his opportunity, now he's stolen his clothes.
Well, he's taken the win, he's taken the hat. What a fantastic event this has been. This Lance Flashman is your new #1 contender. Thank you for joining us at the British Wrestling Federation I've been Stevie Wizard. He's been Simon G Money. We'll see you next time for more amazing BWF action.